Love it. Love it. All right, y'all. This is Mystic Storm Olakemi, the Fit Oracle, here to clear the path to a new life with you. Shout out to everybody that's going to tune in. Shout out to the people watching the replay. Okay. We going to get into it. Let me turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I had this on full blast. I've been getting myself together. Hold on. I'm shaking the thing all together. There we go. That's a good volume. I don't even have my lighter. And I need to grab some other stuff. So before I do that, yes. We're gonna get into some skincare. We're gonna get into my everyday beat. We're gonna talk about astrology and pull a card too. So it's all of this. That's the main dish, because y'all, it's Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is here. All right, at the time that I'm filming this, it's what is it? What's today? I said it's here, and I'm like, what's today? That's Mercury retrograde right there. Forgetfulness. Today is Thursday. Yep, February 26th. And then Mercury retrograde lasts until March 20th. This is the year 2026, y'all. Where has time gone? But let me grab my lighter. Let me grab my eye care, and we're gonna get into it. I'll be on the way. Okay, we good. We in here. Okay, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. I was like, I'm on here a little later than I normally am because I'm off today, so I am excited. With Mercury retrograde going on. Hey, Jeremiah. With Mercury retrograde going on, it's going to be a lot of snafus going on, okay? So just be mindful. I know a lot of people get all caught up and afraid of Mercury retrograde. However, it's here to help. And anything that gets too wonky, I would say this. It's all about the choices you make. I feel like things come back around for healing and for you to choose differently. Okay? So if you're in a position where there has been a misunderstanding, conflict, it may not be the same instance. If it is, recognize the pattern. Okay? Recognize the pattern and choose differently. If it's similar, if it's not the exact same thing, but you can still see the pattern, how do you want to show up? You have to be the change, right? The power is in your hands, okay? Hey, y'all, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you, Jeremiah? How are you, Tyson? Welcome in, welcome back. Praveen, hey. Oh, yes, Palo Santo. I love me some Palo Santo. It gets the negative energy, but keeps the good energy, right? Keep it more balanced instead of like completely stripping like sage does. So, yeah. My music just completely stopped. Let me get on. Hold on. Maybe it was done whatever mix I was doing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Yes. The only thing that you hate is the relighting and scrapping it. Yes. I said that too. Yeah, but it's worth it. Awesome. Look, I'm trying to get everything. Alright. Especially that sacral chakra as a woman. Okay. So again, I have jumped in talking about Mercury retrograde today. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be through March 20th. All right, and then we still have 2 weeks of the shadow period. So keep that in mind. Okay. What else is going on today? The moon entered Cancer, and when I was on here yesterday, we had spoke about how the moon was in Gemini. We just came off of a first quarter moon in Gemini, right? So with all of that going on top of the Mercury retrograde, there could be some clash and some miscommunication, views on how you think about yourself, and all these things, right? So now that the moon is in Cancer, this is a time to release, to reflect, to soothe, all right? So how are you taking care of yourself? Self-care is so important. So especially today. So put in the chat some ways that you're going to take some self-care. You know, it could be anything. I'll say for me, my self-care day, I've been having a slow morning. It's my off day. So I had a slow morning. I'm another part of my self-care, I meal prepped, okay, for the week. Been cooking and all that stuff. I still have to put them in the containers, but I've meal prepped. That's a sign of self-care, okay? So yes, I was born everything moon in July. You're a July Cancer on a Monday, moon day, and a full moon. Okay, Tyson, don't play with it. Tyson said he is the moon. I was like, definitely a spiritual leader. I mean, I feel like especially you can help men in particular, because I know it's actually. Let me say this. You know, when I talk about people and they're like, "Oh, it's just mainly women," I'm like, no, it's a lot of men that get readings that's in this work too. But I feel like for you particularly, Tyson, I feel like your moral compass will be better than most men, the spiritual leaders, because you have that. You're so in tune with the feminine. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You said your ascendant is in Scorpio though, but I think it's still aspected with Mars. Where's your Mars? You're welcome. Yeah, you definitely need to tap into that for sure. But yeah, so the moon is in Cancer, y'all. Um, the moon is still squared off with Neptune and Saturn in Aries. So there still probably is some tension going on where it's causing you have to mature, you have to buck up, you have to take responsibility, you have to choose wisely, you have to choose better. Okay? So these are some themes that are going to happen during this Mercury retrograde. So again, when you get some snafus and things may be going off the wall, it's not. Don't act impulsively. Don't act impulsively. Make sure you take some time to ground. If you get triggered, say, "Hey, I need a moment to reflect. Reflect. Feel those feelings. If you gotta cry, cry. If you gotta shout, shout. Right? If you wanna slap a hoe, go exercise. Okay, go lift some weights. Okay, all right. But yeah, sometimes they be needing it. But yeah, no, go lift some weights. All right. But I will say the moon is gonna be conjunct Jupiter. That it starts in the middle of the night, so it's gonna go into Friday. But this is a potent energy, okay? With it being the moon conjunct Jupiter, this brings expansion. So expansion for healing, expansion for growth, expansion for money. If you want to do a money ritual, it's Thursday, ain't it? It's Jupiter Day. I'm like, you may want to start a money ritual, a career ritual, prosperity ritual. I felt something on my leg. I thought that was my cat, and it was nobody there. Interesting. So you're just saying like random ladies are asking you for help. You said yesterday, today, somebody asked you to take a picture. Someone, then a lady in a wheelchair pushing her to her home, like asking her to push her to the home. Other with groceries. They're all old ladies. And did you help them all? That's one thing. I feel like that there's blessings there for you too. Today also a random lady, like a grandma, talked to me. Yeah, help them all. Good. Continue to help. I feel like you're collecting good karma too, especially since you work with that moon energy. Well, you are the moon, right? I feel like especially since they're older women, that's the crone side of of the moon, or the waning side of the moon. So think about, yes, wisdom, but also like especially during this time, what do you need to release when it comes to maybe how you view women, if you have any mother wounds there, or just how do you release your emotions in general. Just thinking about some things that you can kind of tie that to. Let me know your thoughts. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get into my head blessing. Oh yeah, well let me start my edges first. I always like to do that first. It's like I know I'm on here chatting, got the skincare on, ain't even glowing talking about the astrology. But that's how dedicated. I was like, where's my edge control at? Watch this, like right here. Okay, there we go. Alright. Basking lather. Y'all, it's Thursday, so I'm also going to I'm teaching my booty burn class at the gym. So I'm like prepping, getting myself together for that, but also so I can finish doing all my tasks. So once I really get into flow state and then I look up and it's time, I'm already dressed and ready. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna turn this down. What did you say? It was surprising me because I never happened this frequently. Now these type of old caring figures always asking for help. Asking for help. I don't know. Thank you. And I'm sorry if it's bothered, but no, you're good. Like it was a Madagascar lady asking me for a picture, a lady in a wheelchair, a lady that with help in the grocery, and another lady randomly asking about my height since I'm 6'4". The last one they just went. Okay. Yeah, I don't think no, it was no problem you asking that at all. I feel like it is definitely something to reflect on internally. All right, y'all. We're gonna pull a card. I'm still on my wave with this soul cards. And that's one thing when I'm pulling the cards, and we talk about it. I hope that y'all, when y'all leave, y'all still reflect on it throughout the day, because I get more downloads as I'm going throughout my day and seeing how the card applies. So yeah, keep that in mind once you You know, just don't leave the card here after you leave. Meditate on it. Let it linger through your mind, and as you're going through your day, you're like, ah, yeah, it all ties in together. All right. So take a few deep breaths. Spirit, ancestors, guides, please give me the clearest messages for the collective's highest good. What do we need to know right now? Okay. Interesting. Ooh. Let me know y'all thoughts about this image. I'm going to hold it up for a few moments. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to get into my head blessing and start my skincare, and then we can dive into it, okay? I bless the spirit of my head. I bless the spiritual energy of my head. I bless my spiritual vision that I may see my way clearly. I bless my eyes that I may see truth in my life. I bless every breath that enables my life to be sustained by spirit. I bless my ears that I may follow the guidance of my spirit. I bless my ability to speak the truth of spirit, to affirm the guidance of spirit, to give thanks for the blessings of spirit. I bless my unique identity as an expression of the Creator, making me an expression of divinity. I bless the spirit in my head to guide me throughout this day. I bless the spirit in my head to protect me through this day. Ashe. Ori, guide me to my highest timeline. Protect me from internal and external harm. I am open to your vast wisdom. Thank you for being my trusted companion. Ashe. Ashe, y'all. So let me pull up the image again. So this is definitely giving me shadow figure. Also with the blue here, and it's giving me like oceanic. So it's giving me like subconscious thoughts too, right? You know, so with healing is not linear, it's cyclical. And as we evolve and grow and heal, sometimes we may feel like everything is gone and it's erased. No, there's always things still lingering in the background. And sometimes they can sneak up on you. Sometimes they're waiting for you. Not in a, and I'm getting chills as I'm saying this, not in a, like I want to haunt you, even though it may feel like haunting. But if you notice a lot of ghosts, skeletons in your closet, shadows, they're there because they have been suppressed, repressed, abandoned, and it's something. So these feelings, these skeletons, these everything is going to come up to the surface, and you can kind of see it's like crossing a threshold, right? Crossing a threshold over into the light, bringing the darkness into the light. Okay, it's gonna be painful. That threshold is gonna be painful. You can even see like some of her body, and it's kind of, the sadness is still in there within the threshold until it comes into the light. Again, like, if healing was easy, everyone would do it. If healing was easy, everyone would do it. But it's not. And I feel like those who are here, are listening, you you want that. You're a deep diver, you know? And sometimes, even though you're a deep diver, it can be, you be like, hold on, wait a minute. Do I got a life jacket? Somebody pull me back up, right? But know that you can swim. Know that you can cross over. Okay? You said, Tyson said, for me, it's like a lady going into or out of a dark, painful path. Oh, I like how you're seeing it in the opposite way that I'm seeing it, in a sense. Also, as you said, it looks like a seashore with the oceanic subconscious, but with a painful earth surface on the left. I like how you said that too. It can be painful purification also, though, like a good repair. Yes, like, you know how, in religion they talk about purgatory as a place for suffering, but it's also a space for purification and healing. Same place, but it depends on how you view it. You know what I'm saying? It depends on how you view it. So I like how you said, like, this is the earth's surface. I'm also getting like the core. Now that you say that, core lava, right? Getting to the core of you, healing the core of you, right? Or core wounds. So the moon is in Cancer to start off Mercury retrograde. That's not a coincidence, okay? It's not a coincidence that that's the case. So this Mercury retrograde, things are going to be brought up. Things are going to trigger you that, and sometimes people don't mean to trigger you. It's just, and it's important to understand. Yes, this is a trigger, but this is triggering old wounds. How can I approach this differently? How do I look at the reality of what's going on in front of me, um, and weigh out how do you want to maneuver? Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. Either way, it's a threshold that we're picking up on. You have to cross over. Okay. And y'all, my burn is doing good. It cleared up real good. All I've been putting on it, to be honest with y'all, is my shea butter that I make. Okay? Divine Shine. And I'm like, that's how I'm going to get this melanin back right there. So, but I learned my lesson. When I wax, chill out on the skincare. Don't put the SPF, because that's what tingled me. That's what burned. But lesson learned. Okay. You said it can be like Mercury retrograde, painful travel of information or things or like thoughts, like that weird red path. That was challenging for me to say, especially during Mercury retrograde. Weird red path. But the moon, subconscious, exalted in Cancer, coming out of the sea. I love that. I love that. I like how you've seen it this way. Either way, but I kind of like the view how you said more of this way. Even though she's coming out, she's still, it's still sad. It's still, they're still healing here, and it's like how can you approach it with neutrality? Neutrality. But yeah, whatever these shadows are in the subconscious, I'm also thinking about this too. Whatever shadows is coming to in from the subconscious, bringing them to light. Yeah, she's half and half. It seems. I don't know. All these numbers calling me. And half and half. I like how you said that too. This could be, 1 foot in the physical, 1 foot in the spiritual. Like you also maybe like split like in between two worlds. Like you know you're no longer where you used to be, but you know you still have some room for growth. So there's kind of like you feel split. Okay. She can also be cautious, like uncertain of the outcome. Yeah. So yeah, this could be like proceed with caution, be observant. But I feel like with this, like she's more so of expecting the worst outcome, right? We don't want to go into situations expecting the worst, okay? It's not to also be like delusional or oblivious, but like not expecting the worst possible scenario. Making sure that you again, that neutrality. It's like I don't want you to go from, oh, everything's gonna go bad to like everything is gonna be great. It's just like, okay, I'm cool, I'm here. Let's see what comes out. I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm gonna enjoy life regardless. I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm free. Okay? That's the goal. Alright? It does. The sea does seem soothing. Yes, I agree. Alright, I'm gonna bring the card back up. We continue to chat. I'm gonna finish up my makeup. It's that process. I was like, why is it it got wet? There we go. Y'all make sure y'all like, y'all subscribe, all the things. I'm Mystic Storm, Ola Kemi, spiritual guide and wellness coach. Alright, if you check out the description box, you'll see a link. It's a link tree, so it's like multiple links. Y'all know. So it has my website, other socials, things like that available. I also am the founder of Sacred 28. It's a wellness journey that you can use. And you can sync it up with the lunar cycles. It's 5 simple rituals, 28 days or more, right? Infinite transformation. And this is to bring your life into a state of balance. All right, the 5 simple rituals is sacred stillness. We have sacred waters, sacred nourishment, sacred expression, and sacred movement. Now, with this Mercury retrograde, of course, we should be doing all of these rituals on a daily basis, showing up for those pillars, right? But for this Mercury retrograde, what's standing out to me and what I'm really hearing right now is sacred expression, but also sacred stillness. I feel like sacred stillness needs to come first, so that way you can know how to express, right? Those two in particular are going to be really good. You said sea fan. The sea seems soothing, though. You said especially, yeah, the sea that's near her. Yeah, that's the deepest blue that's on the card. The one near her. Right? Sea fans right here. Yes, definitely water children. Children of the sea. He said, can I ask you, in your practice, do you use astral timing like planetary hours and days, also like signs of things for your operation? So with I haven't in a while, but I do have a planetary hours um, app that shows where we are planetarily. And you want to know something? Every now and again, it times out, and it's timed out. So I'm definitely gonna get that back going. But I do use that. Like I'll look at the planetary time, and I'm like, okay, it's the Venus hour. So no wonder I'm like really wanting to get into, whatever. I'm focusing more on money matters, or anything like that. Just as an example. But it definitely has been dormant. So I'm going to start that back up. Thank you for asking that. And then in this planetary guide, it does have like the time of which the planet shifts. I just don't speak about it on here, just given, because I already feel like I'm saying stuff that goes over some people's heads. So I just try to keep it as as basic as possible, even though I know some of it is still going over people's heads. But yes, like, so say for example, today is Jupiter Day, right? I want to do a money ritual. I'm looking at the planetary time, and I'm like, okay, when I was like, if I really want to work with this, I might sync up my money ritual with the Venus hour, or I could do a Jupiter on Jupiter, right? If I need more momentum, I might use Mars. It depends, and it's kind of like sometimes it's not always ideal. Like, things are gonna happen. So say it's underneath a sun hour, and you're like, okay, how what intentions can I blend with that for while using the sun, the sun hour. Um, this can help boost my creativity in my business, or have me think creatively when it comes to how to help with my finances, and come up with multiple streams of income. That's how you work with the energy and make it work for you. You don't have to be so rigid with it. Demar, thank you. You say you like my eyelashes. Thank you. You said, because, for example, I tried doing a Saturn discipline talisman, and I did it when Saturn was in Pisces, a good sign, and a good hour and a good day. I did it because I would have to wait 30 minutes, or excuse me, 30 years to redo. Yeah, since Saturn is really slow, maybe it's a complicated topic. But thanks for replying. Yeah, no, it's not a complicated. Well, look, I don't think it's complicated. I'm sure some people are like, what? You have to really think about it. Timing is everything. But in that case, I see what you're saying. Like, oh, I want to do it right now, get it done. But I was giving an example. Like, sometimes you don't have to be so rigid with it. Even if you did for discipline, you could have did it too. You could still do it now. Say if you didn't do it while Saturn was in Pisces, right? Because Saturn does struggle in Pisces. If you wanted to do it more when as Saturn is now in Aries, that's that new beginning, that momentum, going. You can still do it, you know. So at least that's my viewpoint. I know some people don't think that way, but I do. Okay, I gotta do my put some moisturize my hands. Spray it with some water. Get some moisture. I'm going with my Divine Shine. Hey Billy, you said do you always wear makeup? It is my everyday wear. And I don't wear foundation or anything. I just do my eyebrows, like touch up my eyebrows, do my mascara, and a lip, and that's it. You said do I use Florida water? I actually made my own Florida water. I was like, I had the spray too, but I brought it in my car. Yeah, I have a Florida water mist that I use, especially when I can't use smoke in places. So yeah. Awesome, y'all. I'm going to take this off. You said I gotta publish that Florida water DIY tutorial. I need to get into doing that. Cause I did that mixture a while ago. I'll have to do another brew. I was like, it ain't as defined as I want it to be, but it's all right. I'm gonna sweat it out. You know, I was thinking, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts. So I've been doing yes to get ready with me's, right? But I also come and do like a more sit down, talk about the moon, do a collective reading. Now, I was thinking, should I do like individual zodiac signs or maybe like earth signs, air signs, fire signs? How would y'all think about that? Or do y'all think, are y'all cool with the collective messages? You know, I'm playing with that. I'm trying to see what I should do. I do talk about the astrology on there, but if I do the zodiac readings, I probably wouldn't dive into the astrology that much. So that's a thing. Let me see. I might do. I had my hair in two ponytails yesterday, and I really like this. I think I'm gonna do that today as well. I was like, last time in class I had space buns, but I think I just want to have it like that. You said different signs. It's cooler, you think, or like a collective, but more detailed, like a spread. Yeah, like I think these past couple of times, like I've just done a 3 card spread for a collective read. If I was to do individual zodiac readings, it would be like a card. I feel like I wouldn't just thinking about like timing and stuff. Like I'll probably put a card for each sign, tell you what I see. Now, if it was like air sign, fire sign, is this the one that I want? Yeah, fire sign. I'll probably do. I'll be able to do more detail. I need to bring this up a little bit more. So I'll keep that in mind because we got the Virgo um, full moon lunar eclipse coming up. So yeah, I like this. Cool. We got the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse coming up. I'll tell y'all the day. This is on a Tuesday, on March 3rd, on 3/3. All right. I was like, ideally, if I was gonna do do a reading. I probably have to do it this weekend sometime. Factor that in. So I'll think about it. You say you can do a 3. You can do like 3 cards per element. Like I said, 3 cards for all air signs, water signs. Let's start there. I think I like it. And we got 3 right there. So we'll do elemental readings. So we'll start off with the water signs since we're in Pisces season, and then we'll go from there. So I'll do a 3-card spread for each one. And then we'll see like what eclipse season. Yeah, I know we're already in eclipse season. We're already in Mercury retrograde, so we'll tie in, what's going on planetarily with the messages. So I like that. We'll plan for that. Ashe. Awesome, y'all. I'm about to close out. I feel like I want to close out with another oracle message. I'm feeling my wild offering. That's usually like my benediction deck that I use when I'm doing readings and stuff. I haven't been doing it on here because I'm usually like in and out, getting ready, about to go to work. So I'm about to grab my my wild offering deck to close out, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, y'all, here we go. 3 cards for 3-3. March is cool. Yeah. You said, what does ache mean? And I don't know what you mean by that. Alright, y'all. We're going to pull one final card. I thank my spirits, my ancestors, my guides, your spirits, your ancestors, your guides. We're going to get the final messages. Self-sufficiency. Oh, Ashe. Ashe. I was like, what does ache mean? Ashe, it's like power. It's kind of a confirmation. Like, it's like you can use it as like amen, Ashe. Also power. Ashe is like life force. It's a few definitions for Ashe. But self-sufficiency is what we got. It says the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It says God, Goddess, the divine, source, however you want to say it, right? It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source. I'm going to say Goddess. I'm going to read this again and say Goddess, okay? The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on Goddess. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, Goddess is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Ashe. Ashe. So yeah, I'm saying Ashe like, amen. Amen. Confirmation. It's giving a life force. Like, yes. So awesome, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I feel more refreshed to tackle the rest of my day. All right. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. All right. See ya.